Hello everyone, this is Catherine A.G., aka Nerdgirlism here again, with a themed vlog for y'all. It's Music Monday, so I'm going to be talking about Spice Girls fandom, which I grew up with, obviously as a child in the 90s. Excuse me. I was 8 years old when they came out in 96 with the Spice Girls self-titled album. And my mom bought it for us on cassette tape. And I remember that day really vividly because we were visiting my grandma. And we went to this well-known local place, can't think what it's called now, in Fredericksburg for ice cream that my mom used to go to even all the time when she was a kid. So we went there to get ice cream, and I remember listening to the whole album, and I guess from there I just started becoming obsessed with them. I had everything Spice Girls. I had posters, books, the lollipops, fingernail decals, notebooks, pens, and pencils. Basically anything with the Spice Girls on it, I had. I had all the tapes, the tour, concerts, stuff like that. And my favorite, always, starting out from the beginning, was Posh Spice. Anytime my friends and I would get together and, I guess, play like Spice Girls, I don't know. I would always be Posh. What's weird though is I realized she's my favorite, but she was definitely, like, I think, the least talented. Because she got the least singing time on the songs out. I don't think she hardly had any solos, like, ever. I thought the best singer was, Sporty Spice. She always had the strongest vocals to me. And then my sister's favorite was Baby Spice. And I always thought it was so cool whenever I was a kid because she had the same birthday as me, January 21st. So I always thought that was really cool. I remember you could get all their merchandise at Claire's. And those lollipops I was talking about, it was just like a Chupa Chup lollipop with a little picture of one of the Spice Girls on the lollipop. But they were like the best tasting things. I don't know why they were so good. They just were. I think that was probably the first, British candy that I ever had. I know it was imported because one lollipop was like $3 or something. And I also had all the Spice Girls dolls. And I think both versions of them, I think it was like a normal version and then like maybe the Spice World versions. I don't know. But I had all of them. I always thought their outfits were so cool. I'd put them on my other Barbies and stuff too. Because they all had really cool clothes. Especially Ginger Spice because she had that Union Jack dress. Man, I wanted to be so like them fashion-wise when I was younger. I wanted like the huge platform shoes and the little dresses, which now I think back on it was not very, good role model as for like dress-wise, I guess. But they were all about girl power, and I think my mom really appreciated that. Um, but one of the coolest experiences involved the Spice Girls. It was near my birthday, but it wasn't my birthday. But it was near it. In 1997. So I must have been around 9 years old. I don't know if my birthday had taken place yet, but the movie Spice World was about to be released in theaters, and my mom and dad never took me to the movies in our hometown just because they were like really small and kind of trashy. They were attached to a bowling alley and roller skating rink, and it was only 2 screens, and it just wasn't very nice. We'd always go to theaters in Fredericksburg whenever we'd visit my grandma. But on this occasion, it was Friday night. Spice World had just come out. I didn't expect to, not like nowadays, I kind of would expect to see movies in theaters and be mad if I didn't. But back then, I didn't really think of it. It was more of like a privilege. But on that Friday when it came out, my mom said that she and a few of the other moms had gotten together and were going to take us all the kids around the same age, me and my friends, to go see Spice World in the theaters in town. And so me and my sister just got super, super, super excited because we never went to the movies in my town, much less at night, with a bunch of people. It was just like this ultimate surprise. It was the coolest thing, one of the coolest moments ever. Like, I will never forget the excitement of my mom telling us we were going to go to the movies to see Spice World. I was just ecstatic. Like I said, they were definitely my favorite group. So, we went to the movie theater. It was a lot of us kids, too. I don't remember how many, honestly, but it was a lot of us. And we filed in and just watched the movie, and I thought it was just the coolest thing ever. And a couple of years ago, I went back and I rewatched the movie, and to me, probably not to everyone else, I guess, but to me, it still holds up and is really funny. It's definitely kind of like a time capsule of its era, because the Spice Girls' fame was very fleeting, mainly because Ginger Spice left to have a solo career, which that didn't really pan out. She should have just stayed with the Spice Girls. I swear to God, they would have been more successful and probably would have stayed on top a lot longer. But, I still like all the Spice Girls, but definitely Melanie B. Scary Spice has had the most success after the Spice Girls, although Melanie C. Sporty Spice had a pretty good singing career in England. And then, if you don't know who Victoria Beckham is, you're living under a rock. But, I kind of went off topic. Whenever I rewatched Spice World, I thought it was so hilarious. Especially the cast and the cameos. Love Meatloaf, he's hilarious. And Alan Cumming. Yes.
Kat, I'm gonna check your blood sugar.
Okay. Sorry about that interruption. Anyways, so I still love the Spice World movie. I think it holds up. It's super campy and, basically like A Hard Day's Night, but with Spice Girls, but I think that's funny. And honestly, if I'm feeling really nostalgic, I'll go on Spotify and find their albums and listen to their albums too. I like both the first and second albums. I think they had a third album, but it was without Ginger Spice, so I didn't care. It probably wasn't as good. And that was such a big deal to me too, because I remember it was in the summer of 07, maybe? I think so. It was in summer of 2097. And I just remember it was like a headline on the paper we got. It was front page news. That's how big the Spice Girls were. I don't know if I really have anything else to say about them. I never saw them in concert, unfortunately. I would have loved to. Maybe someday if they reunite again. If I had a bullet to my head and someone asked, what is your favorite Spice Girls song? There's a lot that I really, really like. But, probably my favorite would have to be the song Stop from the Spice World album, just because I love how British it sounds, how Britpop it is. I'd never really heard music like that before I heard this, and so I really like it. But honestly, like, most of their songs, I think I know the words to and can sing along with. And they're catchy and I love them. It just brings back really fond, nostalgic memories for me. Really good times. Almost done. Well, leave in the comments your favorite nostalgic memories of music, whatever type of group you would like, your guilty pleasure, what you liked when you were a kid, stuff like that. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, please. And like my page, Nerd Girlism, on Facebook. And shoot me a friend request. Put all my stuff away. Okay. Alright, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And I will talk to y'all later. Goodbye.